Hi, my name's Gary Johnson, Product Manager with Kuhn Krause. Just like to go quickly through a few things here for you with regard to our quick start guide that we supply with this machine and others. You'll find a quick start guide right here in the operator's manual holder that we install on each machine. You'll find like I said, your owner's manual there, and the quick start will be available. Or you can access it on the dealer portal, or My Kuhn is another good source to access the quick start should you not have a copy. You can see we're out here in a wheat field today. We're running the Dominator 4860. We've got it hooked to the tractor. Hydraulics are all hooked up. We have it unfolded. We've made a pass here in the field. So just based on where we're sitting right now, I'd like to go through a few things that we've adjusted on the machine. Number one, as I go back through the machine, the gauge up here to the front will give you your shank depth. We have it set approximately at just a shade over 10 inches on the depth for the shanks. That is adjustable. We'll show you later on how to do that. You have a adjustment here, and another gauge also for the rear disc conditioner that we'll talk about as we move through the machine. But mainly, more importantly, up here in front is your adjustment for the depth control. 3 turns, 3 cranks is going to equal 1 inch variation in your depth. We have the turnbuckle up here on your fore to aft adjustment. That's a 3-to-1 ratio. You turn it, you lengthen it to shorten it, or to pull the front of the machine down, shorten it to raise the front. Again, we have the machine pretty well leveled right here now today, so we're not going to touch that adjustment. But the right here on the front is the gauge for the constant flow hydraulic down pressure that we supply to our coulters up front. This is a very important feature on a Kuhn Krause machine, on a Dominator especially. Now normally we're going to set this at approximately 500 to 700 psi to start out with. That's going to, what we want to do is give just enough pressure just to cut through the residue. If the ground is really soft, we want enough pressure for these coulters to chase the residue down and cut it. Make sure you got a good clean cut. That's one of the good features of the Dominator, is the residue sizing. That's what everybody comments. So right there is where you set that. Again, we're on 8-inch spacing on the coulters. The wing level, we have the wings pretty well leveled now. To check the level of the machine out in the field, I think it's always advisable to have a helper standing a little ways away from the machine as you make a pass, and just to put an eye on it, just to see if the frame's level fore to aft, side to side. Reason being is when you stop in the field like this, if you have the tractor running and you've got constant flow down pressure on your coulters, sometimes that can lift or raise the front end of the unit just a little bit, and you might overcompensate because of that. So just a word. The wings on the 11 and 13 shank 4860 are free floating. In other words, we have a wheel out here on each wing to help give it flotation, help control the depth. To adjust the wing, you simply loosen or tighten one of the bolts, one of the nuts here, tighten the other to raise or lower. If you want to lower the wing, you'd want to loosen the top bolt, tighten the bottom. Excuse me, that's to raise the wing. And just the opposite if you want to lower the wing. The shank section, there's not a whole lot to adjust on the shanks. Just be known that we have different point options available that we'll introduce you to later. So there is some things you can do to the shanks to make a little difference in the amount of tillage action that you're getting in that portion of the machine. The rear conditioner back here is one of the other things you're going to touch to level the machine or to adjust the machine initially. Normally we're going to run from center to center, from here to here. We're going to run 22.5 inches on this turnbuckle. Each one of them need to be measured the same. You want it the same all the way across. If you do adjust it fore to aft on the conditioner, usually about 1/4 of an inch is about all it takes, one direction or the other, and that's about as far as you want to go. If you get it too much forward, you could put a little too much stress on the front or too much action being required of the front blades, and maybe restrict your flow a little bit. In the center, if we can walk over here, there's a turnbuckle adjustment right here in the center. It's going to come from the factory, from the dealer, with the turnbuckle adjusted all the way, lengthened to its fullest extent. If you should see a furrow in the back, you want to shorten that turnbuckle. If there's a furrow right here in the center, if there's a little bit of a ridge right in the center, you want to lengthen that turnbuckle, extend it out, and that should take care of any issues as far as leveling right behind the disc conditioner. The rear disc conditioner is a tandem, reverse tandem design. It's just like a tandem disc turned backwards, so to speak. We're going to pull the soil in with the front gangs, with the front section, and we're moving it back out with the rear section. This gives us I think a real advantage in leveling. It's a very aggressive attachment. It's going to break down the clods. It's going to reduce clod size very effectively. And that's real key when you come to the last portion of what we're going to set, and that's our rear reel conditioner. Reels are available in a round rod or flat bar, but you're going to operate these with spring down pressure. There's a decal on each section that tells you the amount of poundage and how to adjust this screw right here, and adjust from point A to point B, collapse that spring. The tighter it is, the more pressure you're going to get. These do need to be set because the sections are in different widths. Some of the wider widths take a little higher pressure than the narrow widths. So again, pay particular attention to adjusting these, getting them set according to the decal for maximum operation efficiency. This unit is equipped with a hydraulic reel on the back. You run the reel either fully engaged or fully lifted. It's a feature that we've offered our customers now, that if you get into real wet conditions and you're trying to finish out a field and it's really extremely wet, you can at least raise the reel to get that out of the ground so you can finish that field and go through that wet spot. I think we've covered just about everything with that's on the quick adjust guide. We're going to talk again a little bit about the machine a little bit later, but thank you, and go to kuhn.com and learn more about the Kuhn Krause Dominator.